Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? It's your girl here, MJ's Nia. Welcome to the channel. So yes, I am going to talk about the woman who allowed her child to give Brazilian waxes. Yeah, she was giving Brazilian waxes. You know what that is? That's down in the private area. I believe the girl is 5 years old allegedly. But yes, let me read this article right here first, because this is how I heard about the story, was through social media. Memphis police and child protective services officially investigate a mother who allowed her young daughter to give Brazilian waxes, help with 24 clients. I believe this is down here. Was the mother's social media app, Jasmine D. Miracle. When I say I'm passing down D's and LLCs to my creation, I mean that. Miss Chloe did her thing today. She literally helped me wax 24 clients starting from 7:25 through 5 p.m. She made a total of $744, and I'm going out to put the money towards whatever her future dreams and aspirations are. And as you see here, this is the Memphis Police Department Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force has been made aware of images that are viral on social media of a minor performing a wax on a nude female. A joint investigation is underway by MPD in the Department of Children's Services. Please do not screen, save, or forward these images to law enforcement or anyone. Please do not download or upload these images in any way. Any further complaints related to this incident can be referred to the Center of Missing and Exploited Children at 1-800-843-5678 or Cyber Tip Report. I had to skip something. I kind of messed up and I was coughing a little bit, so I had to cut that off. But yes, as you see, the law has gotten involved, and also because the law has gotten involved, Jasmine D. Miracle has lost her social media account on Instagram. I don't know if she lost. I think if that's the case, she probably has already lost it on TikTok and other social media apps, because they don't want the image to be spread. Because I first saw it on social media, and I'm not going to show the image of the little girl doing it, but I am going to have this probably as my caption for the front page. But I am going to probably have this for my as my thumbnail. I'm not even going to show the little girl's face because they're now blurring and blocking out her face. But let me show you a video from a news channel from Memphis.
Be licensed to do something like that. Your child is not licensed, and from the looks of it, it looks like she may be in elementary school.
There are moments when an email comes into the Fox 13 newsroom that will stun each and every one of us. In fact, in this case, a message that was forwarded by social media by a post, it shows a young girl performing body waxing services on a nude woman. It is outraging people, not just here in Memphis, but across the country right now. While Fox 13 worked immediately to delete that email from our systems, Fox 13's Dominic Dillon set out to investigate and make sure that the child was safe. Because, Dominic, people are demanding that the child's mother be held accountable in this situation.
Yeah, Darcy, that's right. And this afternoon, Memphis police released a statement saying they are investigating along with the Department of Child Services. They're asking people not to save or send these images to anyone. So Fox 13 is following that warning. In this story, you will not see the pictures to protect the dignity of the child involved. We can only tell you, by any reasonable standard, they're extremely disturbing.
I just feel like anybody that was in there should be registered as a sex offender.
This Whitehaven mother did not want to show her face on camera, but she had a lot to say about a social media post of a little girl waxing women's genitalia. The pictures posted online were graphic. Upon the recommendation of police, Fox 13 is not showing those pictures in any form.
I would never put my child in a situation. They're children. They need to stay children for as long as possible, especially in the world we live in, to have to grow up that fast and see those type of things. And, you know, I feel like that was wrong, and she should have known better.
In an Instagram post, a woman who offers waxing services claimed the photos show her daughter performing services on women. The post says, quote, "When I say I'm passing down D's and LLCs to my creations, I mean that." She goes on to say her daughter helped her wax 24 clients over the course of 10 hours in one day and made nearly $750.
What were you thinking? Why would you think that in what world, especially in the world we're in, that would be okay to expose your child to adult stuff?
We would like to know as well, so we decided to ask her. We stopped by a home address listed for the woman who allegedly made the post. Fox 13 has chosen not to identify her to protect the identity of her child. No one came to the door. We also tried to reach the woman by phone. No answer. The call went to voicemail.
That was one thing her mom posted online that was already not okay, but sharing that video, try to respect her privacy. That is a minor.
So we want to pass along to you the same request police gave Fox 13. If you've seen the photos, don't share them, don't download them. Even if your intention is to report it to police, we'll let you know the results of this investigation. Darcy?
There are some stories where there are no words, Dominique. That is Fox 13's Dominique Dillon reporting live in studio tonight. Thank you. While we have never seen a case like this before, Fox 13 wants to make sure that you can help if you hear anything about a child being abused. In Tennessee, the child abuse hotline is 877-237-0004. Reports can be made online. We've also put a link to the Center for Missing and Exploited Children on your Fox 13 News app as well.
And there you have it. They ended with child abuse, how to spot it and how to report it. So this is very serious. And I just want to bring out a few things about this. Well, one thing is I thought it was alarming that a lot of blogs were posting it. And I think this is why a lot of the blogs, when I went, because I wanted to check and see if they took it down, and they did. They did took it down because I've started reading, they were telling everybody not to save it, not to download it, not to share it with anyone. So the blogs took him down. But it was weird how everybody was posting it, sharing it with others, and I'm like, why are we sharing this? Because this needs to be reported. That was the first thing that came to my mind. Like, this needs to be reported. And I've said the oversharing is going to really harm people. I made a video about this not too long ago about oversharing your children and your love life. Like, you need to protect your family at all costs because it's dangerous. I've actually talked about this so many times on the channel, and I'm talking about it yet again. Now, this time, I wanted to bring this conversation into, the children today. Like the girl was saying, the children are growing up way too fast now. Children are going into Sephora and they're just putting makeup and adult products on their face, and they're 10 and 11 years old. So I'm going to play some clips for you guys about the young kids, the young girls and stuff like that, about Sephora. I know I'm going into something different, but I feel like this is a time to have a conversation about children, because evidently this woman here, she was having her children doing grown-up things. She had her child doing grown-up things, inappropriate things, waxing somebody's vagina. So I want to talk a little bit more about how, parents do need to be more involved in their children's life, but in a more respectful manner, and not in an inappropriate way like this here, having your child wax a vagina. So I want to play you some clips or whatever about Sephora and how they're having issues with kids coming into the store, putting on makeup and products all over them and just tearing up the store. Let me play some articles for you guys, some videos for you guys.
This is so wild.
Honestly, I'm so sorry.
This is so shameful. This is so shameful. Like, we don't.
I never thought I'd say that I missed the days when all little girls were doing was going into a Sephora and messing up a drunk elephant display. What the fuck is this? feigning ignorance to blackface in 2024 just does not fucking fly. It doesn't fucking fly because the information is out there and it is at your fingertips. And if you bothered to look up blackface or minstrel shows, you would know how highly offensive, disrespectful, and racist this is. Feigning ignorance just isn't good enough anymore. And the way we come to find out that this mother condones this kind of behavior, so much so that she's taking photos of the kids, what to send to friends and family, is, as they said in the video, utterly fucking shameful. And then the way she's getting called out by that blonde woman, and she just turns around and abandons the kids. She's like, I don't fucking, you're on your fucking own. What kind of modeling does that do? Taking no responsibility for yourself at all? And the thing that baffles me the most is I know that this woman thinks that because her daughter's wearing, Uggs and has a designer purse, that she's doing a good job being her mom. But to allow her daughter to do blackface like this in public and not understanding the potential future consequences that she's going to have to face, because they're going to find you. They always do. They're going to find you. And when they find you, they're going to be able to connect her to you. And because of that, who knows what kind of education opportunities, job opportunities, social opportunities she's going to miss out on because of this one moment in time that you allowed to happen. Not allowed, encouraged to happen. And it is all your fault because you didn't teach your daughter better. Not to mention letting your daughter go into a store and use this amount of product and smear all that foundation that is filled with germs and bacteria all over her face. That's just gross. So when your daughter's got a scorching case of pink eye and her friends have turned their backs on her and she gets kicked out of school, you have no one to blame but yourself.
Send me that. Yeah.
I walked over here and you're about to take a picture of
this lady has no shame.
You want to document this? Go ahead.
Literally.
It's jobs, college acceptances, let alone how incredibly effective this is.
This is so wild.
Hi girls, welcome to Sephora.
Lady, you got drunk elephant or not?
Oh, it's over there.
Oh my gosh, Izzy, I see it.
Excuse me, which retinol product do you recommend? Aren't you 9?
FYI, I'm actually turning 10 tomorrow, so basically...
Where's your mother?
It's an inconvenience for some shoppers, while others are concerned that as kids consume more online content, including advertising, they're being influenced to buy products that are just not made for them. So we've called in an expert to tell us more about how young is too young for certain skincare products. Dr. Ashley Valley joins us now, a family doctor with a focus on dermatology at Rejuvenation Clinic. Thanks very much for coming in.
Of course.
First of all, what is good for adults, for example, at Sephora, and not good for kids? What do we need to watch out for?
So in general, kids have slightly thinner skin and slightly more sensitive skin, more permeable skin barrier that allows water to leave the skin more easily. They're more prone to irritation and dryness. And so I would tell kids to stick to options that are specifically marketed for sensitive skin or hypoallergenic skin. Things like retinols, AHAs, BHAs, glycolic acid peels, those are all very harsh and can be very drying and irritating for pediatric skin.
What are you hearing from people that come into your clinic? And I understand you do have you do treat some kids.
Yes, I do. Yeah, so in general, I find that kids are often prone to eczema when they're younger. Their skin tends to be very dry, and we require some boosting of the hydration to the skin. And then as we get a little older, there are a lot of changes with hormones and things, and so people can tend towards some acne-prone skin. That's where we start to introduce some medicated skincare products. But again, I would stay away from the over-the-counter options because they're mostly aimed at anti-aging, which isn't always appropriate for that adolescent type skin.
And shifting to adults who perhaps would be looking for those for the anti-aging creams.
Yes.
What about parents and guardians helping their kids separate what is healthy and what is not? What role should they play?
So I have noticed Sephora started marketing some of their products as being safe for children, which I think is a good place to start. I definitely think staying away from active ingredients, peptides, glycolic acid, retinols as a baseline, and sticking to things that are hypoallergenic, non-comedogenic, which means it's not going to block the pores and cause acne, is always a good starting point. I tend to like products that are marketed as hypoallergenic, like CeraVe, Cetaphil. I brought a few of my favorites in.
Sure. Why don't you just show us what would these do for whom?
Honestly, I would recommend for a kid that we would just start with a very gentle cleanser. I have this one by Cetaphil, which I really like, and CeraVe. Those two are really good. And then just a really good sunscreen, either a mineral sunscreen or a chemical sunscreen would be fine, depending on the concern. And then just ending with a moisturizer would be enough for any kid.
There we are. Dr. Ashley Valley, we appreciate your time and your expertise. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
So I want to bring this out that this is something not new. I was looking at Teen Vogue and they were saying Sephora makeup display destroy, and this is 2017. So this problem has been getting worse and worse every year. That the Sephora store is getting torn up by the young women. And even where this video I was showing you says young girls are flooding Sephora and what some call it an epidemic. So we talk to their moms. Now, going to the next one. Tween girls are invading Sephora stores and customers are calling out their ruthless behavior. The 10-year-old Sephora epidemic. And look what they're doing to the products. Can you please stop doing this to the testers inside of Ultras and Sephora's? Has anyone else noticed this in Sephora Ultra? So they have been calling them out and letting them know that your daughters are coming in there tearing up the store. There's like so many videos of it online. Like you guys can Google it. There's like so many videos of it. And then here's a mom defending her 10-year-old. Mom defends taking daughter 10 to buy makeup up at Sephora. They didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with your daughters, playing in makeup or every now and then. But I'll show the video of you where a woman was explaining, I believe she is a dermatologist or something like that, that the stuff that we put on our face as an adult is harmful to the kids. So I want parents to understand these kids should not be putting these stuff on their face because it's more harmful to their skin. It's going to tear them up. Also, there has been videos coming up saying that the children look older now, because maybe it's because they're putting all this harsh stuff on their skin at a very young age. Because if 2017, they've been tearing up the makeup store, possibly these kids are growing up and they're looking older than what they're supposed to be. People don't even really know my age. They keep asking me if I'm in my 20s. I'm not. I'm going into my late 30s. So yeah, this is a big deal. So if you guys did not know, there was a group of young black girls, and it was not just black girls. There are also videos too of young white girls as well. The young little girls singing Sexy Red, and I'm not gonna blame Sexy Red. I blame their parents, because who allowed these kids to be singing Sexy Red at a kid's party?
Breaking news, this video behind me is going viral and causing controversy because it's a video of kids singing Sexy Red's Rich Baby Daddy, and it's going viral. Check this out.
Show me how you
Going back to this woman, she allowed her daughter to wax older women's vaginas. That's why I'm talking about it. The parents are the ones that are supposed to be setting an example for their children. They're supposed to be protecting their children at any cost. I don't feel like the parents really care, and I've actually already talked about the schooling. The schooling is out of control. The kids are going to school, fighting the teachers. I've already talked about this. I'll put a link or whatever in description, or put an eye icon so you guys can go see for yourself. I've talked about children fighting the teachers. The teachers are fighting the back. I also talked about how the kids' education is not good, but it also, the teachers too as well have to do their part as well as the parents. as well as the parents. I've talked about this already. This ain't my first time talking about kids, because I see now things now are different for kids. Kids have access to the internet, and they're so influenced by whatever they see on social media. If believe it or not, children are so influenced by social media, it'll scare you. And I think we're too quick now to put a cell phone in a baby's hand. We're too quick now to put a tablet in a baby's hand. Whereas sitting down talking or having them going outside, I wouldn't bet you they'd rather stay inside all day and be on their cell phones and their tablets or computers or whatnot. The kids now are totally different from how the way I grew up. There was a certain time frame you could have been on the computer. There was a certain time frame you could have been on the television playing games or watching television. Now is they have the cell phone with them 24/7. So it's totally different now. It's a lot of things that people are discussing. And if you guys thinking that I'm, talking too much, or I'm out of my mind, or I'm over exaggerating, well, look at this. This is a problem. This is the problem with Gen Z. Here's why Gen Z is so lazy. Gen Z versus African parents. Is respect right, or should it be earned? Millennials have a parenting problem. I just talked about that. About the parents. I don't need to go any more deeper about what's going on with the parents. The parents are pretty much taken up for their kids. Gen Z is entering its quarter life crisis, and it's getting weird. Gen Z is aging like milk, and millennials won't shut up about it.
Apparently, Gen Z is like aging really rapidly.
It is mainly because of the stress. Come here. We live in a time nowadays where millennials look way younger for their age, while Gen Z looks way older for their age. If you don't believe me, I'm Gen Z. Get closer. I am Gen Z, and nobody ever believes me. When my mom and I walk out in public, people think that my mom is my younger sister. Right? When I tell people, oh, I'm going to go hang out with my family, they think I'm talking about my children. I don't have kids, right? I'm talking about my parents. I'm still the child. Does that make sense? I'll put it to you like this. Zendaya is older than me. Tom Holland is older than me. You get what I'm saying right now? There was one time I wanted an autograph from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, right? I was standing for hours for this autograph, and when he walked up to me, I said, can you please sign this poster? It's for Jordan, right? He then took it and put, Dear Jordan, your dad is a great guy. He stood out here for hours and then gave it back to me. And before I can correct him, he looked at me and said, times were way more difficult back when we were kids, am I right? And then he tapped my shoulder and left. Dwayne is 52. I am 26. What I'm saying is, so Gen Z definitely looks older. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Apparently, Gen Z.
While Gen Z and Alpha are making teachers quit, Gen Z is branded. This guy asked a young girl, a question. What is 3 times 3 times 3? I believe she said 100. This is something else I heard. Gen Alpha can't read and is worse. These are just things that YouTubers have been talking about. Gen Z aging faster. I talked about that already. Millennials and Gen Z are poorer than ever. Here's why. It's a lot of things that's going on that is changing. I also think it's Gen Z's. I believe young people now, just young people. I'm gonna say this. I think they're more stressed out to look older, to grow up fast. I think they're more stressed out now to have a job, because the cost of living costs so much now. It's hard for them to even get a place now on their own. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on them. And I'm not just gonna be like, oh, spoiled kids. I know somebody said that in the video I just showed you guys, but I think it's more than that. I think it's more than that. I think, parents. I know it's hard for parents to not be busy, because parents are working overtime. They're working 2 jobs, and to keep a roof over their kids' heads, because like I say, the cost of living have gone up, so they're not spending that much time with the kids. So the kids are going to YouTube, to TikTok, to Instagram, to Twitter, and they're looking for a group of people to look up to. They might not say it, but they're looking for someone who they can talk to, so someone who's older than them, that they can look up to. I cannot say this much enough. I've used to stream. Well, I kind of want to go back to streaming on Twitch, but I used to stream on Twitch. There has been so many young people, and I can tell. And I'm like, I don't play kiddie games. I play rated infomature games like, GTA 6, Resident Evil games. I play some Roblox game, but I rarely play that stuff. I play mostly rated and for mature games because, I'm an adult. So I'm going to play rated and for mature games. That's not appropriate for kids. I play South Park games, and I can tell I will make it, before Twitch used to make it rated and for mature, I would make my stream rated and for mature on Twitch before Twitch started doing it in 2022. I think it was 2023. And the kids would come in there commenting. Even though I would have it follow only mode, sub only mode, they will sub. Where are they getting these cards from? And I will ask them. So I know, I have all these other adults here. And then I'll ask this one or two child, I'm like, how old are you? 10? And I was like, your parents allow you to watch people, and I've actually asked them, on Twitch, playing rated and for mature games? Yeah, they don't care. This is what your kids are saying on my stream. So I just want to let you guys know that. The kids, they come right in, hang with us adults like it ain't nothing. They talk to us, and sometimes I'd be confused, like, are they a kid? And I've asked people, I want to know what's my demographic. And sometimes it's kids. Not just, I have adults, but it's kids in there watching me playing a rated and for mature game. They should not be watching me play GTA 5. Especially when the stream is put rated and for mature. So how do they get this? Are they signing underneath their parents' name? Because on Twitch, you can't see no face. I don't know what your age is. But, and you think I'm lying? I've had this conversation with my mods, and they're like, how is it that nobody watches what their kids do? And they would tell me that their kids are not allowed. My own friend, who's my mod, she would tell me her child is not allowed. She's 14 years old to be on Twitch alone. She cannot go on Twitch. She's not allowed to be on TikTok. When she goes on Roblox, she's age restricted. She says she watches everything that her daughter does. She's like, there's an app or whatever that you can download, and you can watch everything that your child does. But some parents don't want to do that. They want to let their child have freedom. But also, I told her, be careful. Your child can be influenced by friends at their school. They can see things at their school. She said, yeah, I know. So you're going to have to train her in that area too. It's a very alarming. I can go on for hours and hours talking about this. This is a huge problem. And like I state, it starts with and also another thing too is I want to bring this out. A lot of these, younger kids, they all want to be on social media. They want to make money off of social media. I was talking to someone, like a friend, and I've heard this from other people, and they were saying that their kids, when they ask them what they want to be when they grow up, they want to be a YouTuber. They want to be a TikToker. They want to be somebody off of Instagram. They want to be a social media influencer. Because they think that, these people who they see on social media look like they're making a whole lot of money. Some of them do make good money, but what they don't understand is hard. What happens if an app shuts down?
Damn. Mixer's really gone.
This is fucked. This is not right. This is not cool. This is fucking bullshit. This is fucking bullshit.
I just made this video like really quick. As soon as I heard the news about Mixer being shut down, I headed over to Mixer, and I just hit the record button and just clicked on like random ass streamers that I saw on the front page. Yeah, and this is the result of that, so have fun watching.
Thank you.
See? Crying. Because
I just feel so bad. They've ruined so many lives.
And this is what they want to do, and I try to tell people.
Streamers have to start from the bottom. On a completely different platform. All of the staff members, that's their full-time job, that's their income, that's their living. The staff. I just want to give all staff members a cuddle. It's so unfair.
This was horrible to watch. I made a video about it. This was horrible to watch. Crying. But you still have kids. I want to be a YouTuber.
Yeah, but with like, just everyone's lives are just being turned upside down. And it's because one or two people just can't be.
What are you?
fucking have it in me. I am so fucking goddamn mind blown by what is happening tonight. That I just...
And as a community manager, I want to make sure that I'm protecting my community, because these platforms that haven't protected their community, I can't let that happen on my job. That's not, we don't stand for that. Yeah, there's so many partners right now. If you guys can keep spreading love to them and let them know that you're here, that you'll follow them, make sure you follow their social medias, join their discords, because it's going to be really hard for them to transition. And the world is in such a crazy state, like finding new jobs and things is going to be challenging for a lot of people. I may need to take that t-shirt to the next con. I am devastated. I have all of this awesome mixer gear that has my name with the community champion. I just got this lovely coat and this amazing backpack, and I have a trophy. And now I would be too ashamed to wear it after what they've done. After what they've done, if they sweep these sexual assault claims under the rug, if they sweep this racism under the rug, if they think they can just shut this down and ignore what happened, I can't represent this platform, or I'm gonna have to throw this gear out. And it's not okay. It's not okay. I thought I was representing a platform that was doing good things, and there was a lot of great things coming out of the platform. There's so many amazing streamers who've raised money for different...
What is your backup plan? You know, YouTube can be here today and be gone. Like I tell people, I do YouTube as a hobby. You know, I don't do this for money. I don't get paid. You know, you have to have a certain amount of views and a certain amount of subscribers to get monetization. But let's keep it 100. What would you do if YouTube say, hey, you know, we're going to pay you less? Or in order for you to get this certain amount of money for ads, you have to do this, or you're not going to get paid. You know, we have seen apps in the past where they have shut down. Mixer is one of them. Vine is one of them, you know, where they shut down, and these social media, you know, influencer stars or whatever, they have to go somewhere else. So
pay on TikTok is horrendous. Now, before you go to the comment section and leave angry remarks, let me explain. TikTok only pays about 2 to 4 cents per 1,000 views, so even if you get a ridiculous amount of views, you're not making much. Take Cabby Lame for example. He's the most followed TikToker on the planet with a whopping 159 million followers and nearly 18 billion views. But in terms of ad revenue from TikTok, these 18 billion views only translates to $540,000. Now, that's not a bad amount by any means, but keep in mind, we're talking about the most followed TikToker in the world. For perspective, if you got the same number of views on YouTube, your total earnings would be closer to $54 million, assuming a $3 RPM. Now, of course, these TikTokers don't just rely on TikTok ads. They also do brand deals and sponsorships and affiliate marketing and all that stuff, which pulls in a whole lot of money. But the disparity between TikTok ads and YouTube ads is still staggering. I mean, we're talking about a 100x difference. And it's not just creators who are feeling the pain. TikTok is also very much feeling the pain, having lost $7 billion last year alone, and it's only getting worse. Vine was facing this same challenge 10 years ago, and this is the main reason that they eventually shut down. All of their most popular Viners would translate their audiences over to YouTube. This included Drew Gooden, David Dobrik, Danny Gonzalez, Cody Ko, and of course Logan Paul and Jake Paul. We're starting to see the exact same thing happen with TikTokers as well. Notable examples are Charlie D'Amelio, Bella Porsche, Addison Rae, and Call Me Chris. Call Me Chris, for example, has likely earned about $350,000 on TikTok, but she's already made millions on YouTube. This is not a great sign for TikTok in terms of longevity, as this is hard evidence that people are simply using TikTok as a springboard for YouTube or to jumpstart their music career, while the platform is burning billions. So here's TikTok.
I don't think children quite understand that, that these apps can shut down or they can lose money, like Twitch. Twitch had to does do a pay cut. I'm a Twitch affiliated, and they did a pay cut. So what are you gonna do in a predicament like this? You have to have a backup. I have a job. I was making some money online, but I also have a job as a backup. You can't just put all your eggs in one basket and think that, hey, I'm gonna be the Mr. Beast. I'm gonna be, the next, ninja. I'm gonna be the next, whoever successful on social media. You never know what's gonna happen to your platform. You never know what's gonna happen to the app that you're on. You can be accused of a crime, and boom, your platform is gone. So I don't think children quite understand this. That being on social media, it's hard. You have to edit your own videos. I edit all my videos, and I don't have one channel. I have like at least 4 or 5 channels, and then plus Twitch, two on Twitch. I don't pay anybody, so I want people. I hope this drills into the younger viewers or who's ever watching. If you have somebody who's young in your family that wants to be a YouTuber, let them think about it. Let them contemplate about it. Let them think about it over and over and over again, because college might be hard, but social media life is not easy as well. It starts with the parent. I've been wanting to talk about this because I've been seeing a lot of videos, a lot of articles around things that's going on with parents and their kids, and the kids are something is off. Let me know if I'm bugging, but I feel like something is off with the kids, and I feel like the kids think that they have to be older and they have to be around adults, and I feel uncomfortable when they come in my space, especially if I'm playing Ready and from Ashore games, because I want let people know that Roblox have changed. It's no longer going to be rated E. It's going to be rated E through T for teen. So I just want people to know that not only just people, kids are going to be streaming Roblox, but other people as well who are older, like adults, they stream Roblox as well. So I just want people to know the dangers out here. And I've actually talked about Roblox on my channel, with Little Nas X being on it. So I'm actually gonna put a link down below for that too as well. I've talked about things like this, and this is why YouTube has a thing now where do you make content for kids or you don't make content for kids, because YouTube has gotten sued. I've talked about that too. YouTube have gotten sued in the past about kids looking at advertisement because the parents didn't like the fact that their kids were watching advertisement on YouTube. And not only that, can I also bring out that there's a lot of pedophiles and pedos online that got exposed over the years, on YouTube, on social media altogether. There's a lot of pedos, a lot of perverts online. So for this woman to allow her child to go and have somebody, to have her daughter, her little baby, just wax. So I want to bring this out that this stuff is getting real out here. So if you guys do not know, if you guys do not know, Idaho Houses passes bill to give pedophiles the death penalty. Also, Florida law allowing death penalty for children are IPS, I don't want to say it, goes into effect. So yes, they are allowing death penalty in certain states for pedophiles. So this is very important. I would be very careful online when I do anything, or like I don't like giving, like if a child comes to my streams, they ask for Discord, I tell them no. And I also try to be very careful as to what I say to them online, because like I stated, I don't know if I said it, but I'll say it again. There has been YouTubers accused of which they are true, that they've been accused of being a pedo online with children, doing inappropriate things with children online in Discord. So yeah, I would take this very seriously of posting any type of images of your children, or it's how way you talk with them online, because everybody is listening in, everybody is tuning in, and they will report you to your local authorities. So I want to bring this out before I go anywhere, before I wrap up this whole video. All right. Private part is ridiculous. There's a bunch of perverts out here. pedophiles. So please protect your kids. I can't say it enough. I keep saying this. I sound like a broken record. I've talked about this so many times, and I'm going to say it and say it again. Protect your children at all costs. Please do. Pastor now, I'll leave the conversation up to you guys. Let me know what you think down below in the comment area. But as for now, I'll just see y'all later. Peace.
Fendi and Adana, Karen, they be sharing all their money, got me wearing fly. Girl, but I ain't asking. They say they love my ass and 7 G's to religion. I say no, but they keep giving, so I keep on taking. And no, I ain't taking. We can keep on taking. I keep on demonstrating my love, my love, my love, my love. You love my lady lumps, my hump, my hump, my hump. My humps, they got you.